This is Joe. He's not a professional basketball player.
So when do you go in?
When they need me. Getting a little old now, gotta warm up first.
But at the age of 36, when he's not running one of the largest microelectronics manufacturers in Taiwan, he competes weekly in multiple amateur basketball leagues and tournaments, wearing the number 0.
I started playing at the age of 6. From the age of 6 all the way through high school, I was able to play on the school team. But after that, playing collegiate basketball in the US is quite difficult. Very select few, so I was not good enough to play collegiate. Now the passion is still there. Passion with basketball led me to become one of the founders and a shareholder of the Hsinchu Lioneers.
The Hsinchu Lioneers are one of 6 teams in the P.League, a Taiwanese men's professional basketball league founded in 2020. It hopes to succeed where other professional leagues have failed by promoting home cities and home teams, developing local talent, and creating an NBA-like experience for the local fans to get excited about.
大家好，我是新竹工程师背号11号的肖顺义。其实我打篮球是因为很喜欢 Kobe Bryant， 对，然后那个时候梦想当然是我有一天一定要去当他队友，去打 NBA。但后来想想，好像完全遥不可及，完全没办法。其实真的职篮大概才3、4年，这么短。有考虑过，就是可能觉得要多做些什么，可以让我的薪水好一点。对，但后来我发现，其实我只要努力把我的球技变好，就你的薪资就会慢慢的会越来越好。所以我后来就舍弃了想要去外面打工的想法。
因为在大概20年前左右吧，台湾曾经有发展过职篮，但是那个时候因为一些体制跟行销的关系，所以在台湾的职篮运动没有发展起来。对，那所以在中间的这16、17年吧，对，就是在超级篮球联赛的时间，那其实我觉得还是很多企业愿意去对篮球运动这一块去投入。那但是我觉得没有人敢踏出第一步，说相信职业篮球运动是可以在企业上面赚钱的，或是能够帮助企业有更好的形象提升的。那我觉得 P.League 在4年前跨出了这一步，那我觉得给台湾的篮球一个很棒的不一样的想法。
For the hurdles and the difficulties of starting a new league, a new team in Taiwan. So I'll start with the league first. It was in the middle of COVID, so everything was shut down, right? And so the question becomes, why are we starting a new league, a basketball league, in Taiwan during COVID, when everything was shut down? But I think fortunately, being in Taiwan, we're one of the few countries that was relatively normal in our day-to-day, being able to go out, eat out, kind of like pre-pandemic days. So there was still an opportunity we can bring fans into the stadium, which other countries could not. So we wanted to really capitalize and take advantage of that situation. And then the second challenge is professional basketball teams has been around Taiwan for 15 plus years. And it's always been a business model where you lose money. There hasn't been a single year of profitability. So we really worked hard on how do we structure the league and the team, and based on this kind of home and away court. Obviously, everyone looks to the NBA as the example, and following some of their footsteps and trying to learn from them to make the team and the league profitable, which is still in the works right now. I think we're getting close.
其实我觉得这几年的台湾篮球的这个风气，其实要很谢谢很多的大企业愿意投入。大家看到，所以像富邦、中信，然后还有像很多的大企业，大家愿意投入资源进来。所以大家不管是在引进外国的球员，像是知道去年有 Dwight 还有很多很好的外籍球员会来台湾打球，它可以提高很多国际篮球的一些知名度。
Between NBA and the Taiwan Basketball League, I think the main difference is that NBA is global. It's the top league across the world. And so everyone focuses on what the players and the teams are doing in the NBA. Taiwan is not. Taiwan is a professional league, but it's very much a domestic league right now. People outside Taiwan don't have too much exposure or know too much about it. Unlike last year when Jeremy Lin and Dwight came to Taiwan, that added to the exposure. But prior to that, all the news was more focused on domestic. So the overall structure with regards to salary and the type of players you can have on the roster, local players, there's no salary cap for them. And the goal is that because we really want to promote keeping local players in Taiwan versus having them play outside of Taiwan, we didn't want to have a salary cap. Now, we also have what we call foreign players or imports. When we're playing internationally, we are no longer just playing against Taiwanese players, we're playing against global players. So we wanted to bring the foreigners in for our own players' development across Taiwan and also have the competition a little higher. This way it can attract more talent and a fan base. For the foreign players, there is a salary cap. Each team is allowed to have 4 foreign players on the roster. 3 can be on the roster per game, and then 2 is on the court at the same time. So yeah, so the reason I have 4 is that if one gets hurt, one's injured, you always have one rotate in. And then between the 3 of them, 2 is always on the court at the same time. On the court, you're going to see 3 local players and 2 foreign players. And we specifically had that is that we want to balance it out where there's still more local players than foreign players, but there's still enough foreign players to make the competition exciting. Are we seeing a cultural shift between what sports is within Taiwan and the Taiwanese family's mindset and now? And I think a couple of things, whether parents of kids who want to become professional athletes or just parents in general, when they come, or kids, when they come and experience something of 5, 6, 7,000 fans and the atmosphere this brings, then I think that gives validation to they are on the right track. This is a career track to really invest in. And hopefully your passion can lead you to something that can give you a meal ticket, that can be sustainable.
One game down.